we're going to take a look at one of my favorite Derek Trucks band covers, Sailing On, which is actually written by Toots and the Maytals. We just heard the intro solo. We're going to break that down and then take a look at all the other parts and do the same thing. This is in key of D, and of course, we're doing Derek Trucks stuff. We're going to really get that sound by playing an open E, and get more of that sound too by playing an SG. I don't have one, but I use my Tele for all my slide playing. So that beginning part is actually not slide. He's going like this. And everything's going to be revolving around this 10th fret, because this is our spot for our D major chord, right? So he's just doing this little like major pentatonic thing. And then going like this. And actually he's got a 7th in there, even though a lot of the song doesn't have that sound, but this part does. And it just does that over and over. And then when the solo kicks in, you know, Derek usually improvises so much of his playing, but this one he actually, live, he plays this one not verbatim, but kind of has this general idea. It's just playing on the melody of the vocals in the chorus. And kicks it off with this big slide in there. So my chart, I don't have all these slides and vibrato in there, but just given, you know, it's a given that's just a lot of this stuff, and just, you know, do it at your own kind of your own pace there. And then he's doing the melody, but he's going. So he's doing it in octaves. Really cool slide trick. So B string and A string, and then. So same thing there, and then for the second half of that, now single notes going. So it's just like a major pentatonic thing with the 4th added on there, third. So 3rd, 4th, and then ending on that D. That's that home note. You want to really know this one right here. 10th fret on the D string. And then, you know, then he's going up higher. I love that part. Yep, a lot of off tune there. And then one little lick that's a little different each time he does it. Again, ending on that D, and that's the intro solo. So let's check out the chorus. It kicked right into the chorus. Let's give a listen to it with the track, and I'll show you what's going on. This one I caught the first time through the chorus, then the refrain, because of the way they play it later. Sometimes they play just one part of it, but it's kind of all one thing. The refrain is that sailing on, you know, part there. Second way he's playing it, but he's kicking it, you know, on D, just big, just. You know, you can play it over here, just trying to get out these 3 though, and then F sharp, just for like one beat. Slides it up to a G, and then a G minor. It gets that by playing this right here. This is the root and the minor 3rd. So you're going from G major. Sometimes he plays it at the same time, sometimes individually. Back to D. And then the refrain, same thing again. The only difference is that it goes A, back to resting point, back to that D, back to that what they call the 1 chord, and that's it. Let's check out the verse and then see what's going on there. the intro part, the verse, he's not playing with slide, and he's playing a G down here. So going, and this sometimes he varies up the rhythm how he does it in different versions, but just that thumb index, you can get that fast. And I just like to go like that and lift it up real quick to get that top part of the chord. Up to D, E, and that's it. So really, that's something new to you. Really practice that. Get that timing. This is like really about the timing and just getting that short, stabbing sound of that, and that back and forth, low and high, that contrast. That's what the last part is the bridge. Let's check that out. So now it starts off just like the chorus, playing here D, F sharp, G, one time, and then it kicks into the bridge part here, and then we've got A. So he's playing it typically up an octave instead of just A down here. And again, you can change up so you're playing these three strings, or these three strings, or even these three strings. Depending on the intensity you want. But that's it. That's pretty straightforward there. But to really get that Derek Trucks sound, I'm still struggling with it myself. I mostly try to get my own sound, which sometimes still is a struggle. It's an ongoing lifetime thing to try to sound the way you want, and then as you get older you want to change things up. But I do love the way he sounds and would love to get more of that stuff integrated in my own playing, and it's a challenge because it's just really good. So don't worry about trying to sound too much like him though. Just get the gist of it and do your own thing, and if you keep at it you will get better. I'm not going to go over a big thing with improv techniques, but it's just it's all revolving around D and a lot of D major pentatonic and things like that. So you can get a lot of it right there, Take some of those things from that intro solo, some of those licks there, and really work those out. There's plenty of work with getting that stuff down there. And if you want to try it out with the track, I've got a practice backing track right over here. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.